Right, so I've got FedEx delivering a parcel before 10 o'clock today from Detmold, Germany. I've got another parcel following it up a couple of days later. I've split the packages up into 2 shipments so I don't pay import taxes on the second one. Otherwise you pay, if you combine them in one parcel, you pay full whack on import charges, etc. So I've got a lower rate of import taxes to pay on this shipment and no import taxes to pay on the second one because it works out below 135. So that's good, so I'm going to keep my eyes open for that. Hopefully it should be here before 10 o'clock. They're really good anyway, up to now FedEx, and the shipping on from Germany has been really good, and it's really reasonable rates. Cheapest chips, £9 from Germany, fully tracked, etc. That's really good. This has took a bit longer than what it normally does, this particular one, but I'm not bothered. It's fine, no rush for this at all. Only model trains. Right, so I got 2 parcels from FedEx about 20 minutes later after filming the first part of this film. Looked out my window and the FedEx van was there. Couldn't believe it. So both parcels had turned up at the same time, even though they were days apart from ordering from each other. Obviously, there must have been one parcel must have been held up to wait for the other parcel in the imports facility, and obviously they ended up turning up together this morning, which is good. So that explains a slight delay, which is no big deal at all anyway. So let's open this one up. I'm not sure which loco is in here, so anyway, let's have a look. Really well packed. Very well packed. So this one is, it's the Czech loco, Skoda loco. So we'll carefully have a look at that, get that out of the box in a minute. In fact, let's turn the box on its side. Let's get the knife out again. Very carefully. In fact, I could probably slide that out. No, I can't slide it out anyway, it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, so on this particular model, it's about €400 this. I got it for £180, so there's going to be an import charge for this. I'm not sure exactly. Probably going to be around £35 to import this. But anyway, it's immaculate. Box is immaculate. Really nice. Let's have a look. Really good service from this shop. But yeah, that all looks good. So let's have a quick look. That's how it's packed. I much prefer this type of polystyrene packing rather than the foam sponge type, where this will slot in a lot easier. They've got all the etched plates and detailed parts, couplings, etc. Let's have a look, see if we can get this out without causing too much disruption. There's a special knack at getting these out. It really is, you've got to be so careful. Some weight to that. Now that's not bad. The packing on that, and the way they've done it, Roco, is okay, but when you put the detail parts back on this plastic top piece is going to interfere with the handrails or whatever else you put on. So when I add the details, I normally ditch these plastic top bits. And let's see if we can get it out. Some weight to this. Some detail on that. On the underframe. Look at that. That's amazing. Let's see if we can get this This is really tricky to get off, that's really tight. It's coming off now, I think, slowly but surely. Yep. That's all looking good and all looking perfect, except I've got some slight damage. Got some damage on the electrification part there, which is no big deal, I can fix that. Very, very minor repair, but it's so delicate, and obviously this has travelled quite a long way across Germany through Europe, and considering that's not too bad. Like the livery. Oops, something's just dropped off it. I'm going to have to stop this video now because bits are falling off it, which is not good. But you can see a detail in there. You got a driver. So glad they put a driver in there. See if I can. No, I can't really see. You can't really see from this angle, but there is a driver in there. And the window wipers on there. Glazing on the cab. Everything is really, really nice. Really impressed with that. Right, so that's the loco I ordered, and it looks like I've got that insulator, and that insulator has popped off. So just looking at the model, yeah, that's correct. I've got two. I'll just drop it down the camera. I have that area with two missing insulators, and luckily enough I managed to find them when they dropped off on the floor. I've saved them in the tray here, so all it is just a case of popping them back on. And yeah, that's it. Really nice looking loco. You get 3 add-on snow plows or whatever. There's all sorts of extra air hoses and stuff on there you want to add. We've got some etched plates, really nice. Couplings, the other type of Roco couplings and the standard Roco couplings installed. But yeah, the actual colour, the livery is really nice. Glad I picked this one. The engine room detail's nice on it as well. So much detail on that, on the Panzerkraft area. It's really well done. As you'd expect from Roco. So on that side, it's got like a rib panel, like industrial type sort of ribbed effects on the panelling. You turn it round and you got the different cooling fans, radiators on the other side, which is nice. It's a fairly straightforward, plain looking loco, but I really like it. Detail on the inside the cab's really nice. Yeah, I just have to be careful now and just put this back carefully. But overall, really happy with it. Yeah, so I've had to take the body off and carefully manipulate and pull the sides apart, and the body will come off because I need to get the plastic dowels. Because there's 3 plastic dowels that have snapped on 3 insulators, so I need to carefully get them back and carefully glue them back to the original. Right, so anyway, I've managed to find 2 of the plastic dowels which were punched out the body. Really tiny. So I've got to connect those dowels that are snapped off the insulators, glue them back on, and then push them into 2 areas on the roof. And then there's another insulator that is broken, which I can't find the dowel for, but it's no big deal. I can sort that out. That's been tricky because I've had to place it on black tack and then use a really fine snapped drill. This is a drill bit that snaps, ultra micro drill bit, so I use that to apply the glue. Tried using a wooden stick and I ended up gluing my hands together because I grabbed the wrong end and I placed it back down in the holder. So I spent a couple of minutes getting my fingers apart. You can't like rip it off too much, otherwise this industrial stuff will just take your skin off. It's really powerful. But anyway, that's done, so all I've got to do now is just wait for those bits to dry and then fix them back in position and just slot the wires on top. It's so tricky, but like I say, I shouldn't have to do this, but I know with the transportation and things happen like this, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to contact the shop over this, and I'd never send anything back that's slightly broken like this and just fix it. And by the time you send it back, it's not worth doing it. You've got to expect stuff like this sometimes, especially when you're importing stuff and it's travelling long distances as well. But it's all well packed. I'm just hoping the other loco I've got has got no damage, but we'll see what happens. Right, so fix them all back in. I've had ultraviolet light coming through as well as high powered lights as well, which has been it's made it easier to do. So really happy about that. It's all worked out quite nice. Been really difficult to put those insulators on and get them on without damaging any paint, because power bond can disrupt paintwork. You've got to be really careful. So I've been using, like I say, the micro drill. Been using that little tiny broken drill there just to apply the glue. It's been so difficult, but wouldn't be able to do it without these glasses, these magnification glasses. I wouldn't even be able to do it. But that is an essential tool. Plenty of light. So now I can put this all back together now. Or I could add some extra details as well. I'm not sure about that. I just want to get the body back on and, like I say, test the sound. Just hope the other loco isn't as bad. Looking at the diagram, exploded via the speakers are buried. Really tiny flat speakers buried, one at each end of the loco, in between the PCBs and stuff. So yeah, that's quite intricately done there, so that's interesting. Yeah, so very well made loco, very easy to maintain, because that body was very easy to get on and off. You just simply pull it apart from the side slightly and it comes off. So easy. So there we go, I'm going to get it on the test track now, see what it sounds like. But overall, really happy with this loco. Yeah, really happy. Right, here it goes. Just connected it up to the test track. Lot programmer 5. So let's fire it up, see if it works. Sounds cool. Let's put the lights on. I'm not sure what the functions are anyway, so let's give it a quick. Wow, that is ultra smooth. I mean, that is unbelievable. Speed step 1, look at that. You can barely even see it moving. And with it having the power bank, it's got quite a big power bank as well. That's just going to work really nice. Some strange whistles. Oh. That sounds nice. Just as good as any ESU decoder. This is a Zemo. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, overall, I'm really impressed with this model. It's a beautiful model. The sound on it is what I was expecting, and detail is unbelievable. The cab instrument display works really realistic, cab lighting. Overall, really happy. When you put the body back on, if you take the body off, you've got to line it up 100% perfect on both sides, otherwise the lighting won't line up properly. But other than that, it is ultra smooth. It's worth every single penny, this loco. And there's so much more detail to put on it as well yet. So much more detail. Yeah, there's 24 functions, sound and other functions as well, which you can mess around with. So it's going to be a nice loco to put on automation. So really happy with this stunning model. I think it's even worth a full recommended price of nearly €400, I'd say. Not a problem at all. But to get it for £180, 184 I think it works out. Got to pay the import taxes. Say about 135, 140. Sorry, 240. It's worth the money.